In this video, I want to cover with you 3 reasons why all young men should quit weed. And if you're only just something like I was, you probably still think you'll be fine using weed every now and then, believing it's not doing you any harm. Well, by completely watching this video, you will very clearly understand why you do want to quit weed as soon as possible, and don't let this become a long-lasting habit, because the longer you keep doing this, the harder it will be, the harder it will get to eventually let go of this habit. So let's dive straight into it, because I used to smoke weed every single day. For close to 10 years, I was literally smoking weed every single day, like a little addict, just wasting my potential in various ways. And well, to be honest, I couldn't say I have any regrets, because it did make me become the person I am today, with which I am very content at the moment. But I surely would wanted to have someone tell me the things I am about to tell you, and tell me the things I tell you every single day on the daily videos I upload, because I'm very sure that it would have helped me to quit weed way earlier and to start going after the things I want way earlier. So I hope this way I can inspire you to actually do so and not waste your time like I did. And hopefully this way I can still turn my own wasted time into something valuable to inspire others. So let's get straight into it, because the first and most important thing, also the most boring thing, I promise the other 2 are gonna be more interesting to you, but I cannot just let out on this subject. And the single most important thing, I believe, literally in life, the most valuable thing is obviously your health. And you may still believe that weed doesn't actually influence your health so bad. Well, I gotta admit, it's not as bad as, for example, alcohol or maybe tobacco, but it sure does influence your health in a very bad way, which I experienced myself and which I'm still struggling till this day, and probably is not gonna be, I'm not gonna get over this. This is gonna be something that will stay with me forever probably, and it really bothers me. I hope you won't get the same problems, because what weed actually does, obviously it's influencing your physical health, it influences the lungs, you find out that your cardio gets down, it's getting harder to breathe, to maintain a high heart rate. But for me, the most important thing and the worst thing about health, as opposed to smoking weed, was the mental issues I experienced from this. First, while using weed, I found out that I became way more in my own head, just fighting my own thoughts, drowning in my own thoughts, being socially unavailable, very insecure, not sure about how to handle myself, how to speak up for myself, how to literally move my body, being very insecure about what other people will think of me. Well, I can tell you, if you quit smoking weed, this is gonna fade and you will become the person you always was as a little kid. For at least myself, I was as a kid a very extroverted, happy, enthusiastic kid. Well, this is the kind of character traits I found back in myself once I let go of smoking weed. But what didn't went away, and what probably will stay with me forever, is the loss of memory. Smoking weed influenced my memory like crazy. I still struggle really bad to remember certain things, like the short-term memory is horrible. And the way you find this out in everyday life is, for example, in my old job, I used to have a corporate job where we had like weekly meetings, and in some meetings I wouldn't remember what was spoken about in last meetings, and people would actually get back to me saying, well, Sam, what happened? Because last week you said this, and now you say this. And I would just be sitting there like, I have no clue what we spoke about last week, and I have no clue what I said last week. And now everybody is getting back to me with my own words, which I don't remember myself. Well, this is fucking horrible. You don't ever want to experience this. And also, it's just not comfortable. Things in everyday life that happen, it's very easy to forget them. I struggle a lot by remembering, for example, what I ate or literally what I did last week. If you ask me how I spent my time, with whom I went out, what activities I did, it's just very hard to remember. And I don't hope you will experience the same thing, so you better quit smoking weed ASAP. Right. So it's just about health. Health is the most important thing you have. And let's say a healthy man wants 1,000 things. A sick man only wants one thing, that's to get his health properly back, right? So this should be enough for you to understand how important your health is and how grateful you should actually be if you are still in good health, and how fucking stupid it is to actively trying to tear down your own health. Just makes no fucking sense. Step number 2, or at least the second reason all young men should quit weed, is to gain back, and this is a very, very important one, is to gain back mental clarity and to literally gain back control over your life. Because I know for sure that when I was a little kid, and probably for you it's the same, when you was a little kid, you never had the dreams of becoming a stoner, right? The life you live right now, smoking weed with your friends, watching movies, listening music, or playing games all day, that's probably not what you imagined your life to look like when you was a little kid. And the challenging or the tricky thing with smoking weed is that it actually gives you a feeling of accomplishment. You feel like, oh, I had a productive day, I had some fun, I met some friends, we had some good conversations, and you feel like, oh, I'm doing all right. But once you let go of the weed and you do the same things, you find out that your life is actually fucking boring and you're just wasting your time. And once you quit smoking weed, you find out that you get back your mental clarity to actually go think by yourself what you actually want your life to look like, and the things you actually want to go after, how you want to make your parents proud. When you was a little kid, you probably had all these amazing dreams about what you want to do when you was older, and now you are older and you're just wasting your fucking time. And probably you're going to regret this once you get even more older, right? Once you get to the age of like 60, 70, 80, and there's gonna be certain things you cannot do anymore. For example, physical workout is gonna be harder. Dating life obviously is gonna be a lot different once you pass 60 years. And well, I don't know, because I'm not 60 yet, but I've heard a lot of people spoke about it, and they say that regret is the most painful thing. And once you get older, you will never regret the things you did. You will mostly regret the things you didn't do. So you're probably gonna regret sitting on your ass smoking weed all day instead of going after your dreams, starting that business, trying that new sport, go after that hot girl you never dared to spoke to. These are the things you're going to regret later on, and these are the things you can do right now. This is the moment to work on your social skills, to try and do new things, and to fail, obviously, to make a shame out of yourself, and actually, how would you say it, actually use the fact, make good use of the fact that you don't really have any responsibilities right now. What responsibilities do you really have as a young man? You're still young, so it's no problem to fail. You probably don't have any huge assets or stuff you can lose. You probably don't have really much to lose, and you still have a lot of time on your hands, so you can always change routes. If something's not working, you tried everything but it's just not working, you can still change into another study, another career, another path, a new relationship. As opposed to once you get to the age of 30 or 40 and maybe you have a little kid, maybe you bought a house, you have a car payment on your name. These things are all gonna make it a lot harder. Obviously not impossible, but for sure are going to make it a lot harder to try out new stuff, to go traveling, for example. Go travel the fucking world, go move outside your home country, man. Why are you spending all your time sitting on the couch with the same old friends, doing the same old things, day after day, week after week, and eventually year after year, you're just wasting years of your life while you could be, for example, living in Medellin, Colombia. If I never stopped smoking weed 2 years ago, I would still be living the same life of going to the football, drinking every weekend, going out with the same people. Because the people I used to hang out with back then, I see them still doing the same shit till this day. Well, I changed my life completely around. I got myself into fitness. I ran my first marathon recently. There will be another one this month. I got myself into combat sports. I literally moved halfway across the world to Medellin, Colombia. And this is just the tip, man. There's so much more coming, which I will be achieving in the next years, which you will be seeing once you get yourself a subscription on the channel. So if you're interested in this journey, make sure you subscribe. And I'll be happy to help you, to inspire you to do the same things. And the third reason for you to, or at least if you're a young man, the third reason for every young man to quit smoking weed ASAP is to actually save your resources. Because as a young man, you have one very valuable resource, is obviously your health. We talked about it already. And the second one, literally the most valuable resource you have, is your time. Time is passing by every single moment of the day and you never get it back. And once you find out by the second reason what you actually want out of life, the things you want to do, the travels, the trips you want to make, the people you want to approach, the business you want to start, the new sports or adventures you want to try, obviously you need the time to do so. And if you're spending all your time sitting on the couch on your fat ass smoking weed all day, you won't be able to do so. So the third reason you want to quit smoking weed as a young man is to actually get some time on your hands, to actually have your resources, not only time but also your energy and the little money that you have, to invest all these things in actually going after the things you want. So make sure you quit smoking weed, so the free time you have after your work or after your study, this time is actually what you want to use to invest in your dreams, to get out of this job, get out of this study and go actually do something you love doing and spend time how you like to do. For example, if you work 5 days, there's 2 days a weekend. Most people waste these 2 days on sitting in the bar, drinking with their friends, smoking weed. And what you want to do, if you have these big dreams, which you probably had as a little kid, and you want to turn them into reality, is you want to invest these 2 days to become what you always wanted to become, right? You want to invest this time to eventually be able to get out of the boring shit life you probably have right now. That's it. It's not that easy. You want to save your health because it's very valuable, and once you get older, you will regret literally tearing down your own fucking body. So you want to save your health and don't put any toxics in your body, for example smoking weed, drinking alcohol. You want to let go of all this. Reason number 2 why you want to quit smoking weed as a young man is to gain back mental clarity, to zoom out of this small-minded life you're living and actually see all opportunities that the world has to offer, to go travel, to go build out your dating life, to build your dream physique, to actually attract that hot girl you always look at but never want to talk to, or at least never dare to talk to because you look like a fucking bag of potatoes. So go work on your body, go write down what you actually want out of life. And the third reason you want to quit smoking weed as a young man is to actually have the resources available to go after it, to actually have the time available, the time you can invest in going after your dreams, the energy which you don't want to waste sitting your fat ass on the couch all day, late nights with bad sleep. No, you want to use your energy to go build that business, go into the gym, build your physique, and to actually make something out of your life, like I do every single day. So that's it for now. I hope it makes sense. I hope you got the takeaway from the video. Make sure you get yourself subscription on the channel, and this way I'll be back to you with another video tomorrow, same time, same channel, different shirt, same place. And if you're more interested in getting closer in contact with me, you can always reach out to me on Instagram, and also you can check out under this video the school community I'm building right now, where you get one-on-one access to me, where I help you putting all this stuff into practice and to actually help each other stay off weed and get to achieve new heights. The community is highs to heights. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's next video. Cheers.